Afternoon, Dr. Edgel. Good afternoon, students who may be looking over this presentation. Today I'll be going over Hurricane Synoptics. In overview, I'll be going over the decreased hurricane speed, the change of track, impact from El Nino and La Nina, hurricane buildup, questions, citations, and a conclusion. With hurricane buildup, we can see hurricanes are comparable to a heat engine. As they build up from latent heat, and as I said earlier, they grow much stronger. If there is an abundance of vertical wind shear, you will see this hurricane begin to fall apart. As I went over in the last few slides, I talked about how if there's more latent heating coming from the ocean, if it's higher than 79 degrees Fahrenheit, we can see these hurricanes gaining strength and building up over time. And as I talked about in the last slide with La Nina and El Nino, we can see that if there's an abundance of vertical wind shear, these hurricanes will fall apart or begin to fail. But if there's not much vertical wind shear, these hurricanes will continue to strengthen up and continue to grow more powerful over time. Decreased hurricane speed. Because of climate change, we see a slowing of these hurricanes. Along with the decreased speed we also see these hurricanes gaining strength over time. These stronger hurricanes cause much more damage to the coast and make the hurricanes much more costly in terms of financials. And a lot of what the hurricanes do is bring storm surge and flooding, which can destroy more lives and become more rampant through this as well. We see these hurricanes gaining strength because of the latent heating from the ocean causing the hurricanes to build up and become stronger over time. With the change of track, we can see the hurricanes in the Atlantic Ocean following the Bermuda High. This can take place over in the Gulf of Mexico or out in the Atlantic Ocean. The change we see in this hurricane, in this high, we'll see where the hurricane will head, and if further from the east coast, it will head up to the north along the east coast, and if it's in the Gulf of Mexico, it will head south through Mississippi and Louisiana up from the south. Both of these can impact the East Coast in some way and usually will cause massive damage to either the coast. With the impact from El Nino and La Nina, we can see the hurricanes being weaker in terms from La Nina due to the weakening of we can see the hurricanes being stronger with La Nina due to the weakening of wind shear, which makes the hurricanes much stronger. In El Nino, we can see tropical storms in the Pacific causing much more damage. We can also see the El Nino Southern Oscillation, which may cause tropical storm activity around the world, but it may decrease in some areas as well, depending on the strength of these said hurricanes. But here we can see an example of a hurricane track from a European and American model. With European models, they're known to be more accurate, and American models, they're known to be a little bit less accurate when it comes to these. As we can see in this example, we can see that the Bermuda High is more than likely in the Atlantic Ocean, causing this hurricane to head up the east coast instead of heading down into the Gulf through the south. And as we can see with this track, it could continue to grow stronger as it's in the ocean longer. Now, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me either at my email or my phone number, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Here are my citations. In an overview, I went over the decreased hurricane speed, the change of track that these hurricanes may take, the impact from El Nino and La Nina, hurricane buildup, questions, citations, and finally, my conclusion. Thank you so much today.